as it relates to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, it may have made its way into Bill Belichick's book. We've mentioned, hey, it would be fine and dandy to disclose some of your mistakes. Apparently, he does acknowledge that he has said, I effed up on multiple occasions, and part of the book is about that. And I know that because in the email that he sent to a variety of recipients, including Bears Nigerian for some reason, who, works for a conference competitor now, he complains about how the I effed up is going to become the focal point of those jerks in the media who are only looking for clickbait and their ratings. Never mind the fact that the whole concept of a book tour is people give you free publicity for your stupid book. That's the whole thing about this that has driven me crazy. He's so accustomed to having people in the media tiptoe on moth-ridden Navy jerseys that he has completely bastardized in his own brain what publicity for a book means. Nobody cares about anyone's book. You have to make them care about it. I don't care what book it is other than the Bible. No one cares. You've got to make them care. And that's what this CBS Sunday Morning, not Morley Safer, not Mike Wallace, not Edward R. Murrow interview was supposed to be. And he's so warped by constantly, who's out to get me, that it turned everything on its head, Michael. That, to me, setting aside all the personal stuff that has trickled over into the professional, so it is fair game,
Yep.
The weirdest thing to me is he thinks that we owe him deference, that we need to genuflect, and that we need to all curtsy and bow for the great and powerful Bill Belichick, not football coach, but author.
Yeah, and I don't understand why somebody didn't tell him. And I'm assuming either somebody didn't tell him this or he chose not to listen. When you're on a publicity tour for a book, Mike, you're exactly right. You can sit there and say, hey, why don't they ask me about my writing process? Why don't they ask me how long I was working on this, or transitions in the narrative, or this story that I'm really proud of? No, once you finish the book, it's out there, and depending on who you are, they want to talk to you, not necessarily about what's in the book, but what's relevant to the news cycle today. So yes, Bill Belichick wrote a book, but Bill Belichick now is the head coach in North Carolina. We're going to ask him, hey, did you ever think you'd be the head coach in North Carolina and not the NFL? Why didn't the NFL want you to come back? Or why did it go wrong with Tom Brady and Robert Kraft? No matter what your book is about, it's still you writing the book. And if you're a newsmaker, they're going to talk about, any good interviewer is going to talk about things that are newsworthy and not just, hey, let's have a book club discussion.
I knew it was a matter of time before Eddie Murphy worked his way back into today's show. And maybe I'm forcing it, but I don't care. As we're trying to figure out Bill Belichick, who seems terminally shy, if nothing else, whether it's because he doesn't want anyone to know what he's thinking, or if that's just how he's wired, kind of awkward, kind of like, I don't really want to talk. It reminded me of the part of Raw where Eddie Murphy complains about girls who are shy, and they're shy because they have skeletons in the closet. And why don't they talk? Remember why? Afraid a bone's going to pop out of the mouth. And maybe that's why Bill Belichick doesn't have much to say. He's afraid a bone's going to pop out of the mouth. So don't ask me any questions about anything.
There's another one.
Yeah. So anyway, I knew Eddie would make an appearance. He did it with about 12 minutes to spare. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.